Y'all, Skai Jackson is going through it with her baby daddy because the streets are saying that he just welcomed a baby with another woman while Skai is pregnant with his child, and she allegedly found out on social media like the rest of us. Skai and her man, Yerky Yerky, have been going through it for a long time now, ever since they got together. He has faced allegations of being a scammer, allegedly making her scam her fans. Now, she's pregnant and they just might be broken up. Like, that's not messy enough. The streets are saying that he's going around telling people how Skai baby trapped him for his money. So what exactly is going on with these two? And is Skai really with Yerky for his money? Skai Jackson has been in the headlines several times in recent years, but unfortunately, it has rarely been for anything positive. For some reason, her messy relationships are always the reason she's in the headlines. One of the biggest scandals involved her relationship with Beyoncé's nephew, Jules Smith. The drama started after their breakup when Jules decided to air out their dirty laundry, literally. Back in 2021, he shocked everyone by leaking an explicit video of the two of them together. Why? Well, Jules claimed that Skai had cheated on him, and instead of handling things like an adult, he went for the ultimate act of revenge. He shared their private moment online, creating a storm of controversy and backlash. To make matters worse, he didn't stop there. Jules openly bragged on social media about how he had ruined her life, doubling down on his actions like he was proud of it. Calling that petty is an understatement. It was straight up vindictive. Some messages leaked of him bragging about it in a group chat with his friends, and he wrote, "She cheated, off I left of course." One of his friends wrote, "I'm sorry, he had sex with Skai," and Jules replied, "She cheated, and yeah." Another one of his friends wrote, "Why's she talking about throw Libra men away if she's the one that cheated?" And Jules replied, "'Cause I made sure to ruin her life." He also bragged, "I effed her good and got her addicted and then left her, it's complicated." Even though Skai was clearly the victim in the situation with Jules, she got dragged for it. People were quick to criticize her, and much of the backlash centered on their age difference. At the time, Jules was just 16, while Skai was 19, almost 20. The internet went wild, with many calling Jules out for being a weirdo, but Skai caught her fair share of heat too. She was dragged for dating someone so much younger, and the narrative quickly spiraled into controversy. Unfortunately, that wasn't the end of her troubles. Not long after the drama with Jules settled down, Skai was under fire for an entirely different reason. This time, she was accused of scamming her own fans. Rumors began circulating that Skai might be struggling financially, and while nothing was confirmed, people started connecting the dots. Let's face it, her Disney days are long behind her, and her acting career hasn't exactly been booming lately. Without big roles or consistent gigs, it wasn't hard for folks to assume she was having trouble maintaining the celebrity lifestyle. And when those rumors collided with the accusations, things only got messier. Last year, Skai faced even more drama when fans accused her of running a scam. The controversy started after she asked her followers to send her $5 each for a chance to win a MacBook in what she called a giveaway. People weren't buying it, and fans were quick to side-eye the whole situation, questioning why anyone should have to pay to enter a giveaway in the first place. The math wasn't mathing, and social media lit up with accusations of shady behavior. Skai, however, denied the claims and defended herself against the backlash. She insisted that her intentions were pure, saying she was just trying to help her fans. But let's be real, most people weren't convinced, and the whole thing left a bad taste in many fans' mouths.
It is not that serious for a damn $5. It is called a raffle. I don't know if you guys have been to school before, but I know I've been to school, and we used to have raffles all the time where a ticket might, but it's a physical ticket. You might get put in $5, $2, whatever, and you get a prize. Like, people do raffles all the time. Are you Honduran? Yes, I am. Yes, the money goes towards the prize, and then, like I said, if there's anything left over, I'm doing a second giveaway soon. So that's what it's going towards. I do not need money. Me personally, I do not need money. And I'm not saying this like I'm in a bragging way or anything like that, or in a mean way. I'm just letting you guys know I do not personally need money. Like, I am very fine in my life. I don't need money.
With the new allegations that her baby daddy is allegedly a scammer, it kind of makes sense now, and fans are wondering if her baby daddy put her up to it. Before getting into Skai's drama with Yerky, let's rewind and talk about the blinds that had everyone side-eyeing her hard. Multiple blind items popped up, spilling tea about just how broke she really was. If you're wondering what happened to those Disney checks, the rumor mill claims her parents were the culprits. Word on the street is they got a little too comfortable with that steady cash flow and burned through it before she even left the Disney Channel. There were no investments and very little little savings. As if that wasn't messy enough, one of those blind items took the tea to another level. It hinted at something much darker, allegations that her parents might have been doing something shady, possibly even selling her out for money. If you're picking up on this, you already know what's being implied, and it's heartbreaking to even think about. But sadly, it's not all that shocking when you consider how often child actors have similar stories. We've heard the horror stories about what went down behind the scenes at Disney and Nickelodeon back in the day: exploitation, mistreatment, and all kinds of wild behavior. These aren't just whispers in the dark anymore. They've been backed up by documentaries and exposés that have pulled the curtain back on how rough things really were for some of those kids. And the rumors about Skai felt like another grim chapter in a story we've seen play out far too often. Anyways, the blind item said, there have been some actor and actresses the past few years that couldn't wait until they reached 18 to hook up with certain people in the industry. Here are a few. This former Disney actress was already yachting by the time she hit 15. Her family knew that is when she would make the most bucks. Their plan was to save it, but they spent it as fast as it came in. Knowing this, it's no surprise Skai was out here asking fans for $5. Keeping up appearances as a celebrity isn't cheap, especially when the acting gigs and side hustles aren't cutting it. With her career slowing down and her giveaway drama backfiring, it seems Skai decided to pivot. Instead of chasing roles or social media ventures, she appears to have turned to dating for some financial stability. But here's the twist. This time, she didn't go for someone like Beyoncé's nephew or another high-profile, well-off celeb. Nope. Skai switched it up and is now linked to a guy with a reputation for all the wrong reasons. He's not just infamous for scamming, word is he's also dabbling in selling substances on the side. Talk about a different approach to securing the bag. But let's be real, this isn't exactly the glow up anyone was hoping for. Instead of leveling up, it feels like she's leaning into a whole new kind of messy. Last year, Skai decided to give fans a little glimpse into her love life, teasing that she had a new man in her life. But for some reason, she kept his face hidden, leading everyone to believe she was just doing a classic soft launch. It seemed harmless enough at first, but leave it to the internet to play detective. Nosy fans wasted no time piecing things together, using his tattoos as clues to figure out who he was. And when they cracked the case, the tea was piping hot. Turns out the reason Skai kept him under wraps wasn't about privacy or mystery. It was about the fact that her new man had a seriously questionable background. He's allegedly involved in scamming and even selling substances. So much for a subtle flex. This reveal turned into a full-blown mess. It suddenly made sense why she was determined to hide him, but then the information came out about how Skai was dating a known criminal. According to this blind item, this former Disney actress who was passed around before she was old enough to drive is now dating a substance dealer who has his hands in everything. This won't turn out well. It gets worse. Apparently her man wasn't just sketchy. He literally had an ankle bracelet, and not the trendy kind. Nope, this one was an electronic monitoring device, the kind you get slapped with when you've got an open case. Naturally, fans had a lot to say about her new boo, and let me tell you, they were not feeling it. Social media lit up with people going off, dragging him for being a walking red flag and questioning Skai's choices. Fans were talking about how she could do way better. Many fans pointed out that dating a guy like him isn't just bad for her, it's terrible for her image. But like that was not bad enough. She got arrested a couple of months ago for putting paws on her boyfriend.
Little baby girl, she is out here getting arrested for domestic battery against her boyfriend, right? They said she was over there pushing and shoving him, and police then locked her up. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little tea. Y'all know Skai was dating Solange's son, Jules, or Jules, however you say his name, right? And even back then, I don't remember, you remember they went back and forth on Instagram and was going back and forth on Twitter. So, maybe Skai is the toxic one.
According to TMZ, deputies were called to Universal City Walk after security spotted Jackson and her boyfriend getting into it, and the actress allegedly pushed him, and more than once. TMZ went on to claim that Jackson and her boyfriend both denied anything got physical. To the contrary, she said they were happily engaged and expecting a baby together. Everyone was shook at the reports that Skai was pregnant. At first, most of us thought it was just a tactic to escape the DV drama, but the next thing we knew, paparazzi pictures of her went viral, and it did not look good for her. The photos sent the internet into a frenzy, with fans and critics alike dissecting every detail. Some are congratulating her, while others are side-eyeing the timing, given all the mess surrounding her life lately. Well, she tried to take control of the situation by giving People magazine an exclusive, including a photo shoot in which she looked really good. We thought that things were finally looking good for her, except for the fact that her baby daddy, Yerky, was an alleged scammer. However, we soon figured out that Yerky didn't seem to even like Skai that much, because he went on Facebook and announced to the world how much he hated her, saying, "On Wapham Salty, I got this dumb Disney Chanel bee pregnant. I hate this." Skai and her mom immediately jumped in to deny this, with Skai saying, "His page was hacked. He never said this. End of story." Her mom also said, "He never said this. Stop being messy." However, Yerky was determined to prove just how much he hated Skai, because he went live on Facebook just to prove that he wasn't hacked.
Boy, you didn't stop doing that, girl. Like, bruh, y'all talking about doing it. Like, what? I ain't do. Man, I'm single. I can do whatever I want. Baby girl, you ain't know I'm good for domestic on life. We'll both go to jail, beating on each other. Smiling my mugshot.
Y'all, so I can't just sit and keep being quiet no more. Skai Jackson baby daddy need to go ahead and tell the truth about what me and him got going on. Like, you going on live trying to do all this about her, but you need to tell her why you doing all that and who you really like and who you really want to be with. Like, I don't got no issues with Skai Jackson. I don't want no beef, and I've been quiet for so long, and he's telling me don't text her, don't DM her, anything about like what we got going on or what we had going on. But it's like, this too much. Like, you stop paying, so now I'm finna start playing. I'm finna start running my mouth. And I get she had a baby and she's coming out to the world that she's pregnant now, but he needs to really come out and tell the truth before I do. And this is the last time I'm gonna let everybody know before I show all the videos and pictures and all that stuff when I was up at your house. But you're such a gangbanger. Like, tell them all the stuff we do. And Skai Jackson, if you see this, don't try to overdo too much, because it's normal. Everybody likes what they like. So you can't be the one that try to make that decision for him if he knows what he likes. But yeah, I'm about to post everything.
Chile, that was embarrassing, but it didn't stop there. The streets are now saying that Yerky has been going around bragging about how Skai's baby trapped him. According to an insider, he claims that he never wanted the baby and has been trying to break up with Skai for a while before she even got pregnant, but she was too hung up on him. If you think that's bad, it's about to get worse, because new reports are claiming that Yerky reportedly has another woman pregnant, and she's due to give birth before Skai. Yerky is allegedly claiming that his other baby mama is the true love of his life, not Skai.
Okay. Yeah. Give Dre a hug. I love you so much.
This is entirely disturbing, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed that things work out fine for Skai, because this is just a hot mess. But in the meantime, y'all let me know how you feel about this, and then check out this next video.